100 meters, Wikipedia article audio. The 100 meters, or 100-meter dash, is a sprint race in track and field competitions. The shortest common outdoor running distance, it is one of the most popular and prestigious events in the sport of athletics. It has been contested at the Summer Olympics since 1896 for men and since 1928 for women. The reigning 100m Olympic champion is often named the fastest man in the world. The World Championships 100 meters has been contested since 1983. Americans Justin Gatlin and Tori Bowie are the reigning world champions. Usain Bolt and Elaine Thompson are the Olympic champions in the men's and women's 100 meters, respectively. Race dynamics. Start. On an outdoor 400 meters running track, the 100m is run on the home straight, with the start usually being set on an extension to make it a straight line race. Runners begin in the starting blocks and the race begins when an official fires the starter's pistol. Sprinters typically reach top speed after somewhere between 50–60 m. Their speed then slows towards the finish line. The 10-second barrier has historically been a barometer of fast men's performances, while the best female sprinters take 11 seconds or less to complete the race. The current men's world record is 9.58 seconds, set by Jamaica's Usain Bolt in 2009, while the women's world record of 10.49 seconds set by American Florence Griffith Joyner in 1988 remains unbroken. The 100m emerged from the metrication of the 100 yards, a now defunct distance originally contested in English-speaking countries. The event is largely held outdoors as few indoor facilities have a 100m straight. U.S. athletes have won the men's Olympic 100 meters title more times than any other country, 16 out of the 28 times that it has been run. U.S. women have also dominated the event, winning 9 out of 21 times. At the start, some athletes play psychological games such as trying to be last to the starting blocks. Mid-race. At high-level meets, the time between the gun and first kick against the starting block is measured electronically, via sensors built in the gun and the blocks. A reaction time less than 0.1 s is considered a false start. The 0.2 second interval accounts for the sum of the time it takes for the sound of the starter's pistol to reach the runner's ears, and the time they take to react to it. For many years a sprinter was disqualified if responsible for 2 false starts individually. However, this rule allowed some major races to be restarted so many times that the sprinters started to lose focus. The next iteration of the rule, introduced in February 2003, meant that 1 false start was allowed among the field, but anyone responsible for a subsequent false start was disqualified. Finish. This rule led to some sprinters deliberately false starting to gain a psychological advantage. An individual with a slower reaction time might false start, forcing the faster starters to wait and be sure of hearing the gun for the subsequent start, thereby losing some of their advantage. To avoid such abuse and to improve spectator enjoyment, the IAAF implemented a further change in the 2010 season. A false starting athlete now receives immediate disqualification. This proposal was met with objections when first raised in 2005, on the grounds that it would not leave any room for innocent mistakes. Justin Gatlin commented, "Just a flinch or a leg cramp could cost you a year's worth of work." The rule had a dramatic impact at the 2011 World Championships, when current world record holder Usain Bolt was disqualified. Runners normally reach their top speed just past the halfway point of the race, and they progressively decelerate in the later stages of the race. Maintaining that top speed for as long as possible is a primary focus of training for the 100 m. Pacing and running tactics do not play a significant role in the 100 m, as success in the event depends more on pure athletic qualities and technique. The winner, by IAAF competition rules, is determined by the first athlete with his or her torso over the nearer edge of the finish line. There is therefore no requirement for the entire body to cross the finish line. When the placing of the athletes is not obvious, a photo finish is used to distinguish which runner was first to cross the line. Climatic conditions. Climatic conditions, in particular air resistance, can affect performances in the 100 m. A strong headwind is very detrimental to performance, while a tailwind can improve performances significantly. For this reason, a maximum tailwind of 2.0 m/s is allowed for a 100 m performance to be considered eligible for records, or wind legal. 10-second barrier. Furthermore, sprint athletes perform a better run at high altitudes because of the thinner air, which provides less air resistance. In theory, the thinner air would also make breathing slightly more difficult, but this difference is negligible for sprint distances where all the oxygen needed for the short dash is already in the muscles and bloodstream when the race starts. While there are no limitations on altitude, performances made at altitudes greater than 1000 m above sea level are marked with an A. Sex and ethnicity. Only male sprinters have beaten the 100 m 10-second barrier, nearly all of them being of West African descent. Namibian Frankie Fredericks became the first man of non-West African heritage to achieve the feat in 1991, and in 2003 Australia's Patrick Johnson became the first sub-10-second runner without an African background. In 2010, French sprinter Christophe Lemaitre became the first Caucasian to break the 10-second barrier. In 2017, Azerbaijani-born naturalized Turkish Ramil Guliev followed. In the Prefontaine Classic 2015 Diamond League meet at Eugene, Su Bingtian ran a time of 9.99 seconds, becoming the first Asian athlete to officially break the 10-second barrier. On September 9, 2017, Yoshihide Kiri became the first man from Japan to break the 10-second barrier in the 100 meters, running a 9.98 at an intercollegiate meet in Fukui. In the 2015 Birmingham Grand Prix Diamond League meet, British athlete Adam Gemili, who is of mixed Iranian and Moroccan descent, ran a time of 9.97 seconds on home soil, becoming the first athlete with either North African or Middle Eastern heritage to break the 10-second barrier. Record performances. Colin Jackson, an athlete with mixed ethnic background and former world record holder in the 110-meter hurdles, noted that both his parents were talented athletes and suggested that biological inheritance was the greatest influence, rather than any perceived racial factor. Furthermore, successful black role models in track events may reinforce the racial disparity. Major 100 m races, such as at the Olympic Games, attract much attention, particularly when the world record is thought to be within reach. The men's world record has been improved upon 12 times since electronic timing became mandatory in 1977. The current men's world record of 9.58 s is held by Usain Bolt of Jamaica, set at the 2009 World Athletics Championships final in Berlin, Germany on August 16, 2009, breaking his own previous world record by 0.11 s. The current women's world record of 10.49 s was set by Florence Griffith Joyner of the U.S., at the 1988 United States Olympic Trials in Indianapolis, Indiana, on July 16, 1988, breaking Evelyn Ashford's 4-year-old world record by 0.27 seconds. The extraordinary nature of this result and those of several other sprinters in this race raised the possibility of a technical malfunction with the wind gauge, which read at 0.0 m/s, a reading which was at complete odds to the windy conditions on the day, with high wind speeds being recorded in all other sprints before and after this race, as well as the parallel long jump runway at the time of the Griffith-Joyner performance. All scientific studies commissioned by the IAAF and independent organizations since have confirmed there was certainly an illegal tailwind of between 5 m/s, 7 m/s at the time. This should have annulled the legality of this result, although the IAAF has chosen not to take this course of action. The legitimate next best wind legal performance would therefore be Griffith-Joyner's 10.61 s performance in the final the next day. Some records have been marred by prohibited drug use, in particular, the scandal at the 1988 Summer Olympics when the winner, Canadian Ben Johnson, was stripped of his medal and world record. Jim Hines, Ronnie Ray Smith and Charles Green were the first to break the 10-second barrier in the 100 m, all on June 20, 1968, the night of speed. Hines also recorded the first legal electronically timed sub-10-second 100 m in winning the 100 meters at the 1968 Olympics. Bob Hayes ran a wind-assisted 9.91 seconds at the 1964 Olympics. Continental records. Updated January 5, 2018. Notes. Any performance with a following wind of more than 2.0 meters per second is not counted for record purposes. Below is a list of the fastest wind-assisted times. Only times that are superior to legal bests are shown. Justin Gatlin ran 9.45 in 2011 on the Japanese TV show Kajapi. Assisted by wind machines blowing at speeds over 25 meters per second, Tyson Gay ran 9.68 on June 29, 2008 during the U.S. Olympic trials at Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. Andre de Grasse ran 9.69 on June 18, 2017 during Diamond League in Stockholm and 9.75 on June 12, 2015 at the NCAA Championships in Eugene, Oregon. Obadiah Thompson ran 9.69 in El Paso, Texas in April 1996, which stood as the fastest ever 100 meters time for 12 years. Richard Thompson ran a wind-assisted 9.74 in Clermont on 31 May 2014, Darvis Patton ran 9.75 in Austin, Texas on March 30, 2013, Andy Martina ran 9.76 at altitude in El Paso on May 13, 2006, Trayvon Bromell ran 9.76 in Eugene, Oregon on June 26, 2015, Carl Lewis ran 9.78 at the 1988 U.S. Olympic Trials in Indianapolis, Andre Kaysen twice ran 9.79 and in Eugene, Oregon on June 16, 1993, Sydney Siami reportedly ran a 9.88 at altitude in Lusaka, Zambia on April 8, 2017. A mark which is now recognized as doubtful timing by the IAAF. Below is a list of all other legal times equal or superior to 10.77. Any performance with a following wind of more than 2.0 meters per second is not counted for record purposes. Below is a list of the fastest wind-assisted times. Only times that are superior to legal bests are shown, as well as the 10.61 and 10.62 mentioned in the More Facts section. Florence Griffith Joyner also ran 10.70, Carmelita Jeter also ran 10.67, 10.70, Marion Jones also ran 10.70, 10.71, 10.71, 10.71, 10.72, 10.72, 10.75, 10.76, 10.77, Shelley Ann Fraser Price also ran 10.71, 10.72, 10.73, 10.74, 10.75, 10.76, 10.77, Elaine Thompson also ran 10.71, 10.72, Karen Stewart also ran 10.75. Updated June 24, 2017. All-time top 25 men. More facts about these male runners. Assisted marks. All-time top 25 women. Updated June 30, 2017. Tori Bowie of the USA ran a wind-assisted 10.72 in Eugene, Oregon on June 26, 2015 and 10.74 on July 3, 2016. Tawana Meadows of the USA ran a wind-assisted 10.72 in Lubbock, Texas on May 6, 2017. Blessing Okagbare of Nigeria ran a wind-assisted 10.75 in Eugene, Oregon on June 1, 2013. Marcia Hooker of the USA ran a wind-assisted 10.76 in Eugene, Oregon on June 27, 2008. Gail Devers of the USA ran a wind-assisted 10.77 in San Jose, California on May 28, 1994. Ekaterini Thanu of Greece ran a wind-assisted 10.77 in Rethymno, Greece on May 29, 1999, Gwen Torrance of the USA ran a wind-assisted 10.78 in Indianapolis, Indiana on July 16, 1988, Muna Lee of the USA ran a wind-assisted 10.78 in Eugene, Oregon on June 26, 2009, Marlies Gar of East Germany ran a wind-assisted 10.79 in Cottbus, East Germany on July 16, 1980, Kelly White of the USA ran a wind-assisted 10.79 in Carson, California on June 1, 2001. This performance was later annulled due to doping offense. Pam Marshall of the USA ran a wind-assisted 10.80 in Eugene, Oregon on June 20, 1986. Jenna Prandini of the USA ran a wind-assisted 10.81 in Eugene, Oregon on July 2, 2016. Silke Gladish of East Germany ran a wind-assisted 10.82 in Rome, Italy on August 30, 1987. Updated March 31, 2017. Updated June 20, 2015. Updated to September 2017. Updated to April 2017. More facts about these female runners. Assisted marks 2. Best year performances. Men. Women. Top 10 junior men. Notes 2. Top 10 junior women. Top 15 youth boys. Top 10 youth girls. Paralympic men. Paralympic women. Olympic medalists. Men 2. Women 2. World Championship medalists. Men 3. Women 3. Notes 3.